Today's workout is a full body reformer flow designed to stretch and strengthen your low back and your hips. We are going to start today on one blue spring. So load up your reformers with one blue spring on. Bring your feet up against the shoulder blocks. Bring your forearms on the foot bar. Flatten your spine, engage your core. Relax your shoulders. Keep your neck long, gazing about 4 to 5 inches in front of the foot bar and down. Gently begin to push the knees out and pull the knees back underneath you while breathing into the stretch. Exhale, you push it out 4 to 5 inches. And inhale as you slowly bring the carriage back underneath your hips. Think about lengthening your tailbone toward the heels. The ribs are connected. Your abs are tight and engaged. We're strengthening all of the lumbo-pelvic stabilizing muscles right here. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, feel that stretch around the sacrum as you pull it back in. Focus on your breath. Focus on that long spine position. Keep pulling the abs in and up the whole time. And maybe drag the knees up a little higher toward the chest each time as you push your booty to the heels, creating that oppositional stretch into the low back. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, drag it back to center. Beautiful job. This is a really great move to do anytime your low back is feeling compressed or tight. Breathe through it. You can stay here as long as you need to. Pull the carriage in, hips back, core tight, and then lengthen right back out. We'll be here for about 15 more seconds to really develop that release around the sacrum, to build that strength in those tiny little stabilizing muscles here. Make sure you're not sinking in the chest. So push firmly into both arms, staying active and lifted in the upper body as we breathe into that deep low back release for 3. Last 2. One more time, out and back to center. Awesome job setting up for Mermaid. Bring your right shin against the shoulder block. Bring the left foot against the right knee. To modify, if you need, sit with the feet flat and the knees bent. Otherwise, in that mermaid position, left hand to the center of the foot bar, right hand to the headrest. Exhale, push out. Reach up and stretch out the side body. Inhale, lengthen and tap the hand down. Exhale, push out, reach and stretch. Inhale, lengthen and tap the hand down. Try to get a little deeper in that stretch each time. Working the lateral flexion of the spine, releasing the QL. Keep your gaze at the fingertips the whole time that we move so that we get that little added neck stretch here. Exhale, reach up, stretch it out. Make sure that the left shoulder stays down and away from the ears. Last 2, all the way up and back down. One more time. Exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale, lengthen, grab that front shoulder block, bend into the elbow, reach the left arm way up, stretch out the side body, hold it, and then rotate down, both hands on. Drop your head, relax the shoulders, get that twist. Back to center. Come on up, take both hands onto the foot bar. Push out, melt your chest to the floor. Then with a flat back and a long neck, lift the chest up and the shoulders go wide. Push it out, melt your chest to the floor. Flat back, long neck, lift and lengthen up through center. Look down at the floor when you push out. Look up and out as you come in. Feeling your heart go forward, the lats engage, and the shoulders melt down the back into the ribs. Exhale, push it out, look down. Inhale, lengthen and lift to center. We just have 3 more here. Down and right back up. Good work, last 2. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. 1 more time, exhale, down. Inhale, rotate all the way back up to the starting position. Grab the front shoulder block, bend into the elbow, reach it up, rotate down, both hands on, drop your head. Back to center, come on up other side, flip on over, face the other direction, and let's start from the top. Right hand to the center of the foot bar, left hand to the headrest. Exhale, push out. Reach up, stretch out the side body. Inhale, lengthen and tap the hand down. Exhale, push it out. Relax your right shoulder. Gaze up at the fingertips to add that little neck stretch here. Remember to only push as far as it feels comfortable on your body. And you're going to even notice a deep stretch in the hips and into the neck. Exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale, lengthen and tap with control. We have 3 more. Over and up. Last 2. 1 more time. Come all the way back up. Grab that front shoulder block. Bend it into that elbow. Reach your right arm way up. And then rotate down, both hands on. Drop your head. Back to center. Come on up, take both hands onto the foot bar. Push out, melt your chest to the floor. Flat back, long neck, lift and lengthen up through center. Exhale, push out, melt your chest to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen the neck, engage your lats. Maybe try to get a little deeper in that stretch as you push out, and a little higher in that extension as you come in, as long as it feels okay on your body. Push with the right hand, pull slightly with the left, creating a little more of an oppositional stretch across the shoulders and upper back. 3 more, lift and lower. Good work, last 2. Exhale as you come up. Inhale, take it down. 1 more time, exhale, up. Inhale, down. Start to rotate all the way back up to that starting position. Grab the front shoulder block, bend into the elbow, reach it up, rotate down. Both hands on, drop your head, get that twist. Back to center. Come on up, adjust the weight. The lightest spring goes on. So for me, that's 1 yellow. Stand up. Bring your right toes forward to the front edge of the carriage. Bring the left foot back and have the toes parallel with the right heel. The feet are at about hip distance. Hands on the foot bar, 2 straight arms. Spiral your biceps forward. Keep your neck long. Keep your gaze out on the floor in front of you. Stabilize your upper body. Squeeze your core. Lift the tail. And gently push the legs out and back to center. Keep both heels down the whole time. It's a small movement. And you are going to notice the left femur bone lengthening out of the hip joint and back up into its socket, as we also get a deep stretch in the right calf. Exhale out. Inhale in. It's a very small movement, but we're strengthening the hips. We're stretching and strengthening the low back right here, as we also stretch our calf muscles and work stability throughout our upper body. Exhale, push. This should feel really good. Almost like you're not doing much at all. It's a very small movement. Watch that back heel. I don't want it to lift. Keep it down. 2 more. Exhale out. Inhale, pull. 1 more time. Out and pull and switch. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Shoulders over the wrists. Neck are long. Heels stay down. And you push. the legs out and in. Now noticing a really deep stretch in the left calf as we feel that right femur bone lengthen out of the hip joint, back up into its socket. Connect your ribs, squeeze your core, keep your spine long. Don't sink in the chest. So push firmly into both hands, spiral the biceps forward. That way we stay active and lifted in the upper back the whole time that we move. Exhale, push. Inhale, resist back to center. Just for 3. Awesome job. Last 2. One more time. Out and back to center. And come on down. Adjust the weight. 2 red springs only go on the Reformer. Lie onto your back. So you can have the headrest up or down, whichever you prefer. We're gonna be working in a neutral pelvis for some single leg footwork. On the heels, feet are parallel, ankles are flexed. Have about 4 inches of space between the feet. Hands are down. Palms face up, roll the shoulders into the mat, keeping the chest open. Push your tail firmly into the mat to make sure that we're in a neutral pelvis and connect your ribs. Extend your right leg over the foot bar, point at the toes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, push out. Lift that right leg straight up. Inhale, come back in, lower it down to about 1 inch off the foot bar. As you push out, flex the ankle. As you pull to center, point your toes. Exhale, lift and flex. Inhale, lower and point. Keep the ribs connected. Keep your core tight. Stabilize your upper body right here. Exhale, push and reach. Inhale, pull in and lower. Focus on your breath. Maybe lifting that right leg up a little bit higher each time, as long as you're able to keep your hips down. So you don't want to lift your booty up. We want to keep the spine long and maintain a neutral pelvis the whole time. Watch that you're not rolling out on that left foot. So you want to press evenly across all 4 corners of that left foot as if it is pressing against an imaginary wall in front of you. Think about spreading the toes, even pulling the big toe and little toe away from the center of the foot. Lift, lower, you're doing great. 3 more, don't give up. Up, down. If this is too heavy, you can always drop it to a red and a blue. Last 2. 1 more, take it out, hold it here, point the toes, cross the leg over the body, sweep it around and up for 3. Inhale over, exhale around for 2. 1 more time, reverse it, take it out, around and up for 3. Out, around and up for 2. 1 more time, come back in. Now push out, bend the knee to the chest, come back and extend the leg under the foot bar. Pull the knee to the chest, come back in, it goes over the foot bar. Out and under, out and over. Strengthening our hip flexors right here. Down, pull, up and pull. 4 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push into the left leg, pull that right knee to the chest. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, pull it to the chest. Under, center, over, center. 1 more time, under, center, and rest. Switch the legs. Awesome work. Right heel down, left leg extends over the foot bar, and push out with the right leg. Flex the left ankle, lift the leg up, point the toes, lower it down to about 1 inch off of the foot bar each time. Watch that you're not rolling in or out on that right foot. It's all about proper alignment for the joints. So imagine that there is a wall connected to the foot bar and you're firmly pressing all 4 corners of that right foot against the imaginary wall. Exhale, push out, flex that left ankle, lift the leg up high. Inhale, point the toes, reaching the energy out of the left extended leg as you lower. Lift, lower, keep breathing up, back down. We have 4 more. Lift and lower, you got it. Try not to roll out on that right foot. Last 3, maybe lifting that left leg up a little higher each time. Trying not to lift the hips. 1 more time. And down. Now push out, lift up, point at the toes, cross over and around for 3. If you feel clicking or discomfort in the leg or hip, you can bend at the knee, or you can also work an external rotation or internal rotation of the leg, depending on what your body needs. Come all the way in. Push out, pull the knee to the chest. Come in, the left leg goes under the foot bar. Push out, knee to the chest, come in, left leg over. Alternate between that under and over position. Breathe through it. Down, pull in. Down, pull to center. 3 more. Last 2. Pull. 1 more time. Pull and rest. Awesome work. Roll over onto your side. Keep 2 red springs on. You can either come up onto that right forearm, or you can keep your head down, whichever you prefer. And then from there, your top foot is connected to the foot bar, toes and heel connected. Bottom leg extends under with pointed toes. Exhale, push. Inhale, resist. We want to keep the shoulders and the hips stacked. You want to engage your external obliques, lifting your side body up off the mat. Push the energy into the heels. We're targeting the back side of the body, strengthening the posterior chain. Exhale, push. Inhale, resist. If you are on the forearm, keep that left shoulder, right shoulder back and down, so we're not putting tension in the shoulder or neck. Just lengthen, resist. Exhale, inhale, breathing. 4 more. Good work, last 3. And for 2. 1 more time. Come in half of the way, start to pulse. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in. Tiny pulses, push into the heel. Bounce it out. Just for 3, 2, 1 more time, all the way out. Come back in, turn that top foot up toward the ceiling and push. And pull while maintaining the beautiful external rotation the whole time. Inhale. Exhale, breathing. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Activate your pelvic floor. Keep pulling your abdominals in and up. Good work, just for 3. Last 2. 1 more time. Come in half of the way, pulse it. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in. Tiny pulses, squeezing, releasing, breathing through the work. Just for 3, 2, 1 more, push it out. Come in halfway. Bottom leg lifts up and down. 9 and down. Squeeze, release. You got it. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Little circles around an imaginary tennis ball. Keep the movement fluid. And imagine the leg is growing a little bit longer out of the hip joint with each circle. Just for 3, 2, 1. Take it the other way. Same thing. Keeping that fluid control. Stabilizing the upper body. Keep that right shoulder away from the ear. 3, 2, 1. Push it out. Drag it in. Other side. Awesome work. Roll over onto that left side. Forearm down or head down. Top right foot on the foot bar. Bottom leg extends under and exhale, push. Inhale, bend. Make sure that the toes and the knees point straight forward, that you're pushing that weight into the heel. Neck is long, eyes up and out at a diagonal. Back is flat. Engage your external obliques and watch that the left shoulder isn't lifting up to the ear. Push, resist. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. Inhale, pull it in with that same controlled speed. Reach and resist. Slow and controlled movements with the breath. All the way out, all the way to center. Just for 3, 2, one more time. Out, come in half of the way, little pulses. 2 to 3 inches out, 2 to 3 inches in. Tiny pulses. Activate your core. Watch your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Push it out, pull it in, toes and knee up. Point those bottom toes. Keep that external rotation. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Release it back out slow. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, resist. Out. Pull to center. Breathe long and in. 5 more. Good work. We're here for 4, 3. Push and resist. Last 2. You got it. One more time. Out. Come in halfway. Pulse it. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in. Stay with it. Don't give up. You got this. I know it burns. 3, 2, 1. Push it out. Pull in halfway. Bottom leg lifts and lowers. Up and down. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles up and around. Up and around. Keeping that movement fluid. Focusing on your breath. Just for 3, 2, 1. Take it the other way. Little circles. Long line of energy from the hip out through the toes. 3, 2, 1. Push it out. Drag it in. Awesome work. Adjust the weight. 1 red spring goes on. Lie on your back. Grab the strap that's on the right side. Place it onto your right foot. Bring that left knee to 90 degrees above the hip. Single leg stretch, point. Lower the right leg down. Exhale. Inhale, flex and lift the leg up. Exhale, point to lower. Inhale, flex to lift. Focus on your breath. Focus on the hamstrings right here. Melt into the stretch. Squeeze into your core. Keep your shoulders relaxed. 4 more. Down and lift to center. Maybe even lifting the leg up a little higher each time. Deepening the stretch behind the leg. Just make sure the spine is long, your tail is anchored. We don't want to lift up the hips. Good work. 3 more. Let it feel good. Slow. Last 2. Awesome job. 1 more time. Take it down. Pause right there. Can you bend the right leg in as you extend the left leg out? And then switch. If it's too much on your hip flexors, then go ahead and just keep the left knee bent. Otherwise, bend the right leg in as the left leg extends and switch. And you have to keep the right foot slightly up above the knee as you bend. That way you can keep the strap above the knee as well. Bend and press. Stabilize your pelvis and your hips. Keep engaging your core the whole time. We're here for 3, 2, good work. 1 more time. Cross the left ankle over the right. Lift the leg straight up. Circle both legs to the right and around and back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale around and back up to center. Let this feel good. Squeeze into the inner thighs. We're strengthening the hips. We're stretching our low back, our SI joints right here. Just make sure you don't rotate too far to that you fall off of the carriage. So there's a lot of stability work happening here. You may even feel a little bit of an oblique engagement as you move the legs down and around and back up. 2 more. Awesome work. One more time. Take it the other way, to the left, down and around and back up on that right side. Focus on your breath. Keep the movement fluid and stabilize your body on the carriage by that deep core activation. Inhale, exhale, breathing. Just for 3, you got it. Don't give up. Last 2, so good. One more time. Uncross the ankle, scissor kick the legs, keep it high, keep it small if it goes into your back. Exhale, inhale, down and up, core is tight. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot down, right foot up. Go take your hand out of the rope, give it a little tug. Bend into the left knee for a deeper stretch. Breathe right here. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale, push the left leg out. Cross that right leg way over the body. IT band stretch. If you need to bend the knee to alleviate some pain, that's okay. Or maybe you even want to lift that right hip up a little bit for a deeper stretch. Go to where it feels good on your body and breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, take the right leg out wide. Hook the left foot onto the floor, anchoring the left hip down. Breathe into this hip flexor and adductor stretch. Still an option to grab on the rope, give it a tug for a deeper stretch. Just make sure that we're even across the hips. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale back to center, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Bend that right knee in, drop the headrest down if it's up, setting up for a short spine with a piriformis stretch. So you push out, the feet come up. If you have low back issues and short spine doesn't feel good, don't lift the hips. Just do this leg movement where you push, you lift, you bend the knee. Otherwise, push it out, feet up, use your abs, lift the hips up, bend the knee, heel to the glute, push the left knee away as you articulate the spine down. Push it out, lift the hips, bend the knee, heel to the glute, fluidly roll down through that spine stretch. One more time, push it out, lift it up, heel to the glute, and roll it down. Switch those legs. Awesome work. Right strap off, left strap on. Take that right knee to tabletop. Extend that left leg straight up. Exhale, point to lower. Inhale, flex and lift. Right knee is bent at that 90-degree angle. The whole time strengthening the hip extensor. Anchor the tail heavy into the mat as you flex the left ankle, stamping that left foot up toward the ceiling for that oppositional stretch in the hamstring and calf. Ribs soft, shoulders relaxed, eyes gaze straight up the whole time. Keep your core tight, always focusing in on the breath. Exhale down. Inhale, pull the toes back to the knee as you stamp that foot up toward the ceiling, deepening the stretch in the calf and starting to release all the way up into the hamstrings just for 3. Down and lift. Last 2, you got it. One more time, lower down, pause right there, bend one knee in. Stretch the other leg out, oppositional stretch. By bending and pressing and keeping that left foot slightly higher than the knee to keep the left strap slightly above the knee as well. Push and pull. Keep squeezing your core as we strengthen the hip flexors just for 3, 2, one more time. Lengthen out, cross the right ankle over the left, legs go straight up, circle the legs to the left and around and up on the right side. Focus on your breath. Focus on the fluidity of the movement and the activation of your adductors, those inner thighs. Your ribs are soft. The shoulders stay relaxed. Releasing our SI joints right here. Just for 3. The last 2. One more time. Over, round, and up. Reverse it now to the left. And around and up on the other side. Focus on your breath. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. Just for 3. And 2. One more time. Come on up. Uncross the ankles, scissor kick the legs. One leg up, one leg down. Keep it high, keep it small at first. And then you can gradually get bigger with those kicks as long as it feels okay on your body. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and done. Drop the right foot down, extend that left leg straight up, grab on the rope, give it a little tug. Bend the right leg, cross the left leg over the body, IT band stretch. Option to bend the knee, option to lift that left hip for a deeper stretch right here. And then you can also grab on the rope, give it a little tug for even a deeper stretch. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale back to center. Take your right foot outside of the reformer. Take the left leg out wide. Melt right here into the hip flexor and inner thigh stretch. Still an option to grab that rope for a deeper stretch. Back to center. Cross your right ankle up and over the left knee. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, lengthen the left leg out. On the exhale, feet over the face, use your abdominals, lift the hips, bend that left knee, heel to the glute, articulate your spine down slow. Even with our modified short spine, remember anytime you lift your hips, you must look straight up toward the ceiling. If short spine does not work for your body, do the same leg movements without lifting the hips. Always listen to what works for you. This movement is great as well, where you just bend and push out, and just make sure that you're pushing that right knee away as you roll down, so we get that release in the piriformis, the external rotator of our hip. Heel to the glute, fluidly roll it down. One more time, you go up, bend, and roll. Bend the knee in, take that strap off. Step off to the side for our final psoas stretch. Hands on the foot bar, arms are long. Right foot on the floor, left foot against the shoulder block. Bend and stretch it back to a deep low lunge. Chin up, heart lifted, shoulders down. Just breathe. Reach your right arm back, get a twist, open the chest, gazing at the fingertips. Come back up, both hands on. Straighten the right leg, lift at the toes, push it into split. Come back up, drop the foot, bend the knee down to the forearms, clasp at your hands, tuck your chin, look down at the floor, and just melt right here into that stretch. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale, come on up, other side. Left foot on the floor, right foot against the shoulder block. Bend and stretch, deep low lunge. Chin up, heart lifted, shoulders down. Just breathe. Left hand reaches behind you, get a twist, open the chest, gazing at the fingertips. Back to center, both hands on. Lift up, straighten the left leg, lift at the toes, push it into splits. Come back up, drop the foot, bend the knee down to the forearms, clasp at your hands, push it back, tuck your chin, look down at the floor, and just melt right here into that stretch. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale, come on up. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for joining me for this hip and back release on the Reformer. Do this workout anytime your hips and low back need a release or a little extra love, and have a beautiful day.